congregation. You are now here on a Wednesday with Easy, the tech preacher. Truth to be told.
It's Wednesday, tell me, are you ready? It's Wednesday, tell me, are you ready? It's Wednesday, tell me, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go it easy. Yep, tech preacher, yes indeed it's easy. Yep, the tech preacher, yes indeed it's easy. Yep, the tech preacher, yes indeed it's easy. Yep, tech preacher. All the real wired ones, where you at? 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 All the real wired ones, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at?
What's up, everybody? This is your boy Eric from Easy Computer Solutions, and welcome to another episode of Wired Wednesday. This is going to be so special tonight. This is going to be 2 hours worth of excitement. I got special guests in the building. We got the wired ones here. We got a lot of stuff going on, and I want to say welcome to Techtober. We go through this every year, but this Techtober is very special because we got a lot of events, a lot of things to talk about. I mean, it is crazy. So without further ado, we're going to talk about a lot of things here today, but I do want to welcome Jay Will in the building. That's what I'm talking about. I invited him to so we can iron all this stuff out, that have this great debate about the good, the bad, the ugly, about all the product that's going to be released and everything in between. But let's get into it. One thing that we saw, right? Samsung. We thought that the Galaxy S21 FE was canceled, and Samsung pulled a rabbit out the hat and said, hey, hold on. Apple and Pixels being dropped, plus the Surface? Oh, no, hold on. And all of a sudden, now it's back on. The Galaxy S20 FE was a success for Samsung, right? It's top tier specs with a lower price. And that right there, I look at the Galaxy S20 FE as a benchmark that you can get that device $400, and that phone has top of line specs and everything else in between. So anything that comes out has to compete with the FE. So the Galaxy S21 FE is going to be the same thing, and I think that Samsung will do a great job. But they're going against the Pixel, the big dog. Everybody been waiting on this bad boy for years, the flagship of 2021. And I'm Viper. Stay tuned to the video.
Hey, that's right.
You know where to find me.
You know where to find me.
Kimmy.
Oh,
Stupid backstage.
Huh?
that's crazy.
Backstage.
Shots fired in the wire.
I love that.
All right.
Hey,
So,
lady.
but here's the thing about the Pixel, and I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. Us tech reviewers is excited about it, but is people? I mean, come on now. Let's talk about if you go and ask the average consumer, if you ask anybody on the street, are you ready for a Pixel 6? The first thing goes, what is that? Like, are they really hype like tech reviewers is hype about the Pixel? I mean, I don't know.
Yes.
Y'all let me know.
Yes, they are.
Okay.
Well, some people are. I know some people who are.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think if they know about it, a lot of people don't know about it, but that's it's all gonna change soon. We just got a couple of years; it'll change.
Yeah, I think the Pixel 6. Look, for what I understand is that Google is putting a bunch of Samsung type of money into the Pixel 6 promos and marketing. Right, so what that means that everywhere you turn around, you go see, and we're seeing it right now with Pixel 6 ads all over the place. Even in New York, they got the Pixel 6 splattered all, at one of their locations. So I think Google is going to, market this, and then you got Team Pixel, right? Team Pixel going to be dropping a lot of content. You're going to see it all on YouTube. So I think that's just probably one of the reasons why Samsung is trying to combat this, right? Because it's taking away the hype away from Samsung and going to Google. And so if Samsung say, hey, let's drop this FE and try to see if we can steal some thunder. I don't know. What y'all guys thoughts?
I think that's why they're doing it.
But
I think what people are going to find out over the upcoming weeks that an umbrella can't stop the rain.
Hey.
So the Pixel is here and it's coming.
Hey, I like that old school saying, dog.
Bars.
So what is the Pixel got to do, man? Look, what is this Pixel got to do to
it ain't got to do nothing. It ain't got to do nothing.
Yeah,
it ain't got to do nothing. Show up. Just show up.
I see somebody just talked about price.
Yeah,
right? $1,000.
I saw that too. Talking about if it's $999, it's gonna fail. That's
not
crazy.
right. That's not true, buddy. Sorry, Jay Grizzly.
Yeah, Jay Grizzly.
I disagree.
$9.99. Swipe.
Do Google do the same thing Samsung do? Because I mean, you could trade in any kind of phone, and Samsung get $300, $400, $500.
Yeah,
right?
that's one thing that Google hopefully will over time change, because right now they're trash with their trade-ins.
Sure.
Okay. Because I mean, the carriers was doing Samsung some sweet deals, right? I mean, they was giving away the foldable for free. They was giving away the Galaxy Z Flip 3 for
I think, Eric, that's why a lot of people say phones are good, because they're not flopping that full amount down. They're doing trade-ins and getting $800 off. If you had to pay full cost for it, you would have a different story to say.
Right. So
iPhones, people trade in iPhones, they trade in Samsungs, and they get the phones for like $350, $150, $200, whatever the price is. But all the Pixel got to do is come out at this point.
Yeah, they just got to come out. Just land the plane.
The processor is good.
Yeah.
Even at $1,100 for a 512 gig, if they go that high, it's still better than the offerings out right now. It just has to come out.
Well, one of the things that I think that Google need to do is when they do release their device, when they have their keynote address, we already know everything about the phone already. So this keynote address has to be special. It has to be something, even though we saying as tech reviewers, hey, just drop the phone, but they have to present something that's catchy, right? Something that's different, So it has to
come on stage and say, is Huawei over here? No, guess what? Best pick portrait photo. Boom, got that. Call screen, got it.
I'm glad you asked.
We improved our video. 50 meg. It's like, what's up?
Man, I see. I ain't gonna lie to you. I see a lot of tech viewers, a lot of content creators is like overly excited over the Pixel. I'm excited for the Pixel. I think this is the first time in history that everybody is so overwhelmingly excited over a Pixel.
Yeah, I think so too. I think a lot of people are excited about it. They saw the design, and that just got everybody hyped.
Boy.
When the phone drops,
it's something new. It's something different.
Yeah,
it's something different than we've gotten all year.
Mark T said we don't need to keep I agree.
I want Google to pull a Sony PlayStation from E3 in 1995. Walk out on stage, put the picture of the phone behind them, say the prices, and then walk off.
Walk out, exactly.
That is the original PlayStation launch at USA was the greatest keynote I've ever seen in my life. My man walked on stage, he just said $299, gathered his papers, and walked off.
That's epic.
They want it.
Man.
Look, but the crazy thing about it, everybody, got plane tickets and they all going to the event and stuff like that. Google just can't walk on stage and say, "Hey, $9.99" and walk off. That'd be sweet.
Yeah,
that'd be sweet. That'd be
that's
sweet.
A mic drop right there.
Yeah,
that's a mic drop.
Hey,
come out.
So wait, hold on, wait, hold on. I got. I know this.
I
think he's joking. He must be joking.
Oh, he's joking. Okay. Okay. I'm like, because some people be serious. I see this comment a lot. I see this out there on Twitter talking about if the people that never had a fold and never had a flip, the first thing they say is it's a gimmick. It's no use scenario for it. I disagree.
I can't go back.
I can't go back. Give me like
it's weird that Yeah, once you go fold,
Slabs is old.
right?
Oh,
Slabs is old.
What to say? Truth to be fold.
Timmy said I can't
Truth
call
to
it. I
be
might start.
fold.
Truth to be fold. Truth to be
Truth to
fold.
be
I'm waiting
fold.
on a pixel fold.
Ain't no
That's what I'm
thing in the
saying.
chicken
Hey,
wing.
I
If
know
you
that's
slide me some
Well,
grease, I give you a piece.
that might be something icing on the cake is, Google out there and say, you know what? We got one more thing. Oh, if they mimic Apple, just that one time, just that one time, they won't do it, but they
One
just
more
that one
thing,
time to say,
and then it'd be
we
the
got
Pixel
one
Watch.
more thing.
I see what Tech King Mike is referring to, though. Like if the fold comes out, it might steal some shine, from the actual 6 series.
Mm-hmm.
But we got a super chat.
Yeah. That'll be
Fold for life.
Fold for
Play
life.
days with the super chat.
That's
Super chat.
right.
Get
Let's
that
do
Savage.
this. Thank you very much for the $4.99 holla. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. But you know when we talk about the fold, you have Google have the best of both worlds. If you want a slab phone, you got that. If you want a foldable, because Samsung been killing the game for 3 years.
Oh, they've been killing them.
3 years.
And then it's gonna help Samsung just get even better. If you got the Android, the team that does Android actually pulled in real features for a folding OS. It's just going to make it easier for Samsung to keep their lead.
Talk about it.
So so I'm excited.
So I think we're about to hit a crossroad. I think 2021 is the crossroad of the foldable future. Right, Google is all in. The operating system is all in. Android 12.1.1 or whatever. That's the foldable operating system, right? So Google is all in. So that means that once we get into 2022, you'll see a lot more OEMs dropping foldable devices because now there's an operating system ready to go, right? So yeah, you do have to. They do put their skins on top, but it makes it a whole lot easier instead of building the skin from the ground up. Now you have support from Google now. And I think with this here, it brings in a totally different dynamic. Now, this is what's going to happen since Samsung came out with a lower cost foldable. That means that now you can't go above Samsung.
Correct.
Right? Because Samsung
put Ike's comment up.
Hey, I was just reading that.
Okay, let's go with Ike. Okay. Why I don't get is when people say that they don't want Google to make a fold, it makes it better for everyone else make foldable, but everybody else makes foldable.
I don't think
that's the thing.
I don't think people don't want Google to make a fold. I think people just want to get the 6 and the 6 Pro first. I think that's where the general consensus is.
Oh yeah. But there are some people, Mike, that are like, I'm concerned if. Yeah, I'm worried if they do a fold, they'll mess it up. All this other stuff.
That's just stupid.
They own and wrote the software that's making it work. I think they'll be okay.
But I mean, I think the Pixel Fold is going to be out. All right, so they got the displays from Samsung, right? So they got their own operating system. Right, so they got the 888 processor, 812 gigs of RAM. We already know that. I'm sorry, the Tensor chip. So they ain't gonna put no snap. Right, they ain't putting Snapdragon. The Crapdragon is done. So if you look at it in that aspect, and look, we can touch bases on Snapdragon, right? I think the 888 processor got problems. I think that's why you see Exynos and Tensor chips and all this stuff coming out because of that.
Also, let's also keep it real with Samsung. This launch is big for Samsung too, because Samsung put in a special division that said we will do your custom CPU. You just come in, tell us the design, we will build it for you. That's huge because they could potentially go, hey, Xiaomi, you using Qualcomm? So whether they falter at all on phones, they all still got their displays. They still got the processors. They got all this stuff they can offer and just say, hey, you know what? we are in the mix. No matter if we fail on our phone, we have a misstep, we're in every phone, basically.
Yeah. I think this puts Qualcomm on notice.
Oh, absolutely.
Look, Broomhilda was man, it's just the 88 processor. They put Broomhilda in the hot box.
Patience.
And Broomhilda was the S21 Ultra. The S21 Ultra was
we went from hot box
a device that that's the first phone I got rid of. I can't believe I got rid of my a phone like that. And
but you got to admit it's a beautiful phone though.
It's a beautiful phone.
Beautiful phone.
You're not alone. I got rid of mine too. So you're not alone.
Yeah, oh man.
But Eric never gets rid of phones.
I never get rid of phones though.
I know.
And I got rid of Broomhilda because I felt that I can't use the phone. Like I can't.
Yeah, if you can't use the phone, then you got to get rid of it. So that makes total sense. But you know what phone you will be able to use?
Hey,
you'll be able to use that Pixel 6 and that Pixel 6 Pro.
Of course.
It's gonna have pen support, Eric.
If it had pen support, oh my god.
No, it won't.
Oh, if it had pen support, boy.
Damn Moses, what's up, sir?
Man, we've never heard
I'm gonna tell you.
Just imagine if it had pen support and DeX. Like if they announced,
all you hear is from Eric's.
I'll leave Samsung if that happens.
I'll leave Samsung
because
you hear that?
Let me tell you why. Well, because Dex Dex been around for a very long time. Dex has been it's a polished operating system. All right, they've been working on Dex since they bought the rights from Microsoft. So when Continuum software was converted into Dex, Samsung had Dex for what, 5 years, 6 years, and every year they have perfected Dex. They made the operating system so good. They put it on their tablets. So it's a win all be all. So for Google to come up with a desktop mode, it has to be better than Dex. It has to be.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. That's very difficult to do. Yep. Not right now it's difficult to do because Dex is so polished. So they can start doing it. And maybe in a year or 2 years it could be up there with Dex, but not now. Even if they
just come with it, you never know. They might bring something out.
Hey, they got the money. That's the thing. Like you got the money, the developers, the engineers. I mean, you got the money to do it.
They got the money.
But would they?
Did you see this?
About
the 5G antennas. I think that's a pretty legit question.
Which one?
Stacy. It's at 816. That's a legit one about the antennas since they're not using a Qualcomm for the 5G.
Oh, so Stacy, that's more to the actual modem. Like if you're talking about the antenna. So this is the beautiful thing about Google, and they really can just blame themselves if they messed it up. So Google purchased Motorola, and it was never about them getting Motorola to start cell phones. It was to get their patents. And the thing that about the dudes at Motorola that we still talk about on a daily basis is when it comes to antennas, they still got the best design. If Lenovo can take it, Google should have grabbed those antennas. So there should be no issues whatsoever. We haven't really had a problem yet with the Pixel, and the Pixel 6 shouldn't be. So I just want everybody to just sit back and relax. There's no need to worry about if the 50 megapixel is going to fail. There's no need to worry about the chip is going to fail. It's going to happen. It's coming. And we all going to be happy. All right.
So I do want to make a sidebar here why I got this on my mind. And I think this is, and I want to talk about the Surface Duo for a hot second. This kind of giving me 2020 vibes, right? We have no top influencers dropping videos of the Surface Duo, right?
Correct.
This goes back into 2020. At least the big influence had the device. They couldn't show off the software. But now in 2021, they do not.
No, but listen, Easy. So they couldn't turn it on. They could show the hardware. Then when they could turn it on, what happened?
They ripped it to pieces.
They ripped it to pieces. So Microsoft is probably like, well, wait a second here. We need someone to probably review this product that's not going to rip it to pieces and make a DOA. They brought that. They did Lazarus on that product. Like they should not have sold anything.
But to be fair about it, the product was.
The product wasn't. No, the product was not ready. Yeah, the product was not ready. But the thing is, those same reviewers that got the product for free, they didn't do any follow-ups.
Yep.
No,
they didn't do it. They didn't go, hey man, let me see if Microsoft, is hitting on something. They killed it, and they're like, it's done.
So you think Microsoft is using strategy here, not to give it to the reviewers?
I wouldn't give it to them. When I would give it to them, I would give them to them like 2 or 3 months after I made sure everything was right.
But this is what HTC did, and they got buried in the weekend.
They got buried.
This is the same thing that HTC did, give it to no reviewers, and then by the time the reviewers had to pay their own money off, baby, they got it. I don't know how they got it, but they tore it up over the weekend, and they ripped it to pieces. Good or bad, they ripped it up. So I don't know. This is a big. I don't know, man. Sometimes I know we talk about the influencers that does certain things, but man, they really can sway the market here and there. Believe it or not, I know they sway the market, man. Look what they did to HTC. Look at what they did. Look, God forbid, look what they do Motorola, right? Look what they do LG. They ripped LG to pieces, right? Look, they have the power to influence the whole game, and it's a shame that it's the way it's like that, but that's the truth. And it shouldn't be like that, because the people ought to be the judge of themselves, but unfortunately they don't. They go to the channels, the influencers, to dictate should they buy a product or not. So when the influencers rip it to pieces, they won't buy it.
Yeah, and that's just that. The bottom line is, when you're a smaller channel, you just have to make sure you have integrity and you make sure that you put out stuff, because at some point they're going to hear. There's enough of the small channels. They're going to hear like, wait a second, this is not the right information, or this person didn't do a follow up.
Mm-hmm. But so when we talk about that, again, talking about Microsoft and the Surface Duo 2, Microsoft keynote address, Prentice Panay does a very good job. He's a really good salesman. We go through this every year. Even when you talk about what the Surface, I had problems with my Surface. It overheats, and because the thin design is beautiful and everything. Yeah. You try to do some video editing or some photo editing on that thing, it throttles so bad that it's a hot box.
Well, here's
go ahead.
Easy. I would be lying to everyone if, obviously with the Duo, it's got the latest processor now, the Duo 2, like that. Cameras are going to be better than what are now. But I'd be lying to you if I said, oh yeah, I'm not going to worry that I can't fold the screen all the way together. That would be a total lie. That was how I used the phone a lot of times. When I was getting serious in email, flap it together, boom, boom, boom. So I can't tell a person that's potentially gonna buy this phone that I'm not concerned about that. I gotta see it in the wild and use it before I purchase it.
But here's the thing, Barry. If Microsoft didn't give the influencers the device back then, the influencers gonna get the device in a week or so. They gonna get it either way.
Yeah, they're gonna get it. They're gonna get
it. If they wasn't ticked off that they didn't get their review,
but they might get mad. They got and just say, hey, Apple's got stuff. They got Pixel's got. I'm just waiting.
So you think about it, if they didn't get the briefcase and the devices 2 weeks ago, and all of a sudden
they might be mad. They might be like, nah. They're like, I gotta film, and I gotta film a video when I got all these other products. So Microsoft might have played it smart.
So you got to see. I think that Microsoft, the Surface Duo 2 is going to be 100% better than the last Surface Duo. I don't know. Of course, the camera's going to be better than last year's, obviously, right? But I don't know if it. Microsoft is not known for cameras, so obviously,
you got to see. And right? Let's be real. Everybody's bringing it with cameras right now. No one has a perfect camera system, but we should be able to. All the recent releases, there's something that they do very well.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So
I mean, look, everybody got a good camera, and I know I'm about to ruffle some feathers, except Apple. Except
Hey.
iPhone 13.
like I said, no. In their defense, like we talked about, in their defense, if you need a vlogging setup, that 13 is a beast.
Ain't
Yeah,
no defense,
I just
man.
Outside.
I know.
I'm not vlogging in your house. Outside. Yeah.
I know. I like to ruffle some feathers because the iPhone people in the house like, "Man, here we go. Here go the haters. Oh my God. The haters. Oh my God. Let me go on thumbs down it right now."
What up, dude? What up, dude?
Oh, they
that
go Doodle.
overexposed cameras.
There we go.
There
we got Doodle.
Doodle, what do you think about Samsung announcing that they're no longer doing mobile phones at the event next week?
He be like, what? He about to go slit his wrist.
You're all stupid.
Yeah, I think you get called a hater if you have a difference of opinion.
Yeah.
If you just disagree, you know what I'm saying? It's you considered a hater nowadays. That's just what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Video cameras, you know, they good. They just not.
They're good. But like I said, they're really like outdoors good. Vlogging, real estate, like video, you know. But when they go into that dark, nah,
you
man.
See a lot of, but remember the iPhone 13 has low light video.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. But if you see a lot of creators who got the iPhones first, they were all outside. Yeah. None of them were inside doing real, like realistic, sitting at their desk or anything like that.
Yeah.
If they did, they had the lights up like blazing.
Yeah, you gotta have them blazing because otherwise it comes across dull. Yeah, it comes across
horrible, man.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Hey, it is what it is.
I always talk about the color science of iPhones. The color science on Apple iPhones are terrible. I mean, it's just not. It's not good.
Like.
It's just not.
I need to look at my outdoor footage, but the indoor I got a grade every time. I got a grade with the iPhone.
The yellow, the brownish hue. It's just.
And think about it. How many people are using the iPhone? They're gonna have lights like us.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. They're not gonna have those lights.
Yeah.
Looking brown.
I mean, I don't know. I think maybe the iPhone just trying to make black people a little more brownish, yellowish. I don't know.
I love that.
They're trying to make black
to
people
Arsenio, tell me what's the scenario. Sorry,
Jay, the iPhone said, listen, Jay, the iPhone 13 when you shot the video said, Jay, you are too dark. Let me turn you yellow.
Yep. That's what they have.
Yeah, that's one thing it has a tendency, like you kind of get shocked by it. Like it likes to overexpose and wash out with that. It's almost like it's adding too much white, but it's brown. It's
Jay, you're looking a little. Let me give you that jaundice look real quick.
My mama asked me what the color of my house, that brown color. I was like, no. She said, is it yellow or brown? I said, no. She's like, man, what's going on with the iPhone?
What that is that's the new feature Tim Cook didn't tell me about. It's the jaundice filter.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's like that. You know?
But
I don't know why they do.
There's just some people that love iPhones no matter what.
And the thing is, I'm not. There are some things it kills in. You know, let's be real. But
I can tell you this much: every year when we have blind test videos, iPhones never. Not even close, right? Every time we get one of the big influencers do a blind test video,
it's never
like they always do. iPhones never even get out of first. They still last place, or people never pick them, and it's a reason why they never got out of first place.
If Apple marketed the iPhone as having like being able to shoot a cinematic movie in your pocket, so we all know that's not true at this point. And then so now, what does Apple have? Because there are people that think you're attacking them if you have an iPhone.
Yeah,
that's totally not because they forget.
It's not. It's not attacking.
They have, and the only thing I've heard people say is the ecosystem is the best. No, that's not true either. That's subjective, but I don't think it's the best because all you have is FaceTime, iMessenger, AirDrop. All of which can be done on other platforms. It's just the marketing of Apple. People hate to admit that they're just swayed by that.
They're swayed. I keep it real. I think cinematic mode. I'm so glad they did it because I think it's going to be if they invest in it, it's going to be dope. But the issue is right now you have to have perfect lighting, and if you try to really do it the way they say, what happens is you'll see like the hair from each subject. Somebody's hair will look fine, others like bald won't look. It will just make it look really off, and that takes you out of this supposed cinematic mode.
Barry, somebody put it in there earlier. They said people's expectations are unrealistic in the tech world. Somebody typed that in the comments.
Whoa! But wait a second here. Wasn't the whole point of the whole demo was it worked perfectly?
Yep.
So wait a second here. That's the whole reason why you said to buy it, because when I see that, I should be able to do all footage shot with the iPhone.
Yeah. I just think people get a little too caught up in it. They won't say directly that they just love iPhones no matter what. They'll think of other reasons to put down the other product that did better than the iPhone.
So my first.
Some people told me, Eric, that I shouldn't even have put this against the 13 Pro. I should have put it against my 13. But I said this is one of Samsung's best offerings right now. So why can't I put it against the Pro?
So
I gotta do my 13.
So with my 13 Pro Max, what I was gonna do, even though I did a case video or whatever, but my first good video that I was gonna do with the 13 Pro Max is I was gonna do ProRes, right? Okay, but here's the problem with ProRes, and I got frustrated. And I didn't do the video. I didn't even. I got so upset with it. So I shot some footage with ProRes, right? Maybe about I want to say 40 gigs, right?
Yeah, which was like 3 minutes.
Like 3 minutes, like 3 or 4 minutes, and I couldn't. When I started transferring the footage from the phone, I'm looking at my clock like I'm 45 minutes in, and it's not even done transferring. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I can't. I'm not doing this. I'm not going to sit up here for 3 hours and try to transfer 40, 50 gigs. They USB Type C. This is ridiculous. I
like the transfer rate. That's an argument that people always use, and I love T's comment because that too is subjective. Everything. So call out something that Apple phone can do. iMessenger, right?
Yeah.
That's RCS messaging on Android. FaceTime. That's Duo.
Yeah. Right.
AirDrop. That's what is it called? What's it called?
Nearby share.
Nearby share.
But I didn't even think we were even talking about the ecosystem. I was talking about the cameras. And I was giving props to. I really believe, like personally, like if you're starting a YouTube channel, I would say ZV-1 is where your sweet spot is, right? But if you are buying a 13 Pro Max and you can live with like not having bokeh on your talking head,
right?
If you do a lot of vlogging, that's the way to go. I'm saying that, but I'm not gonna sit here and go, oh, we'll talk about ecosystem when no, they have some issues with their cameras. Nighttime, they still have lens flare, they still have those little sparklies that come, those little green sparklies that come through that they have not been able to solve for years. Why am I not going to talk about that? That I would just be lying to people if I don't see it. If I see it, I got to tell people.
I just think it's unfortunately I stay away from the Android versus iOS because
everybody's subjective.
They're convinced that Apple has the best and they don't want to hear anything else. Because I think when you talk to people long enough, you really get to see what they really like and what they really stand
and that's
for.
cool. If you like that, that's cool. It was sort of like Jason made a comment, the review suite. Like people on the Google side, dude, I love Google. I love the ecosystem, all that stuff. There is not one time I called up LaShawn and said, man, these Google Pixels have the best video. I've never said that. That's something that's never left my mouth.
Never came out.
You know what I'm saying?
Boy, they killing the iPhone.
You know, when we look at best phones, and to me, and I say this, I criticize Samsung for the Galaxy S21 Ultra. A lot of people are upset with me because I
you was hitting them hard back then. Those people were mad at you.
Yeah, and the thing about it is what it is. The Galaxy S21 Ultra is not a great phone in my opinion. It's great phone, but once it get hot, it's unusable. All right, cool.
Remember the 20 videos? Their 20 was garbage, man. I mean,
and S20 was
S20 was garbage.
Ever in my opinion,
so we gonna slam Samsung. We gonna slam Samsung. We got to call Apple out for what it is, man. That's the whole thing. Like, how many times I've called Samsung out for all kinds of stuff, right? We've slammed Samsung for a whole lot of stuff. And I know I've done that here on this channel. But soon as we talk about Apple, these server bitches come out of nowhere. Sorry, Jay. And just say,
"Oh, hey, don't play, do your thing, sure."
And the thing about it is,
I think it's always gonna be like that because it's the same way on the other side of the spectrum. You compliment Apple and people come out the woodwork to talk against it. So it's gonna be a never ending thing.
But you know what? And when you talk about that, and we say, well, okay, Apple has Apple phones work. If you click on the app, it opens. Right? If you go in your car, CarPlay, it works. If you got FaceTime, it works, right? You have a grid of icons on your screen, it works. You can, if you got an Apple TV, it will mimic and go to the TV, and it works, right? So the ecosystem, when we talk about ecosystem, you got a MacBook, you got an iPad, you got an iPhone, you got an iMac. It all synced together. It works perfectly, right? There's no issues with that when it comes down to the ecosystem.
Samsung too, though. It's just a marketing
exactly.
thing.
Samsung.
I think Samsung just doesn't focus on it enough, and Google, they don't focus on it enough, which is why maybe they're scared to try to say that it's better than iOS. But I think, like T was saying earlier,
Samsung does have a great ecosystem, though.
That I've heard,
right?
Either.
Yeah, but Samsung does have a great ecosystem, right?
Oh,
the
yeah.
Tab S7, Tab S7 Plus.
I've already phone calls, text, everything same. You can do everything from it. Same thing.
Look, Samsung make refrigerators with big old screens on it that you can sync everything to it.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So if you got a Samsung refrigerator and you got a Galaxy device, you're in heaven. It all works together, right?
Yeah, I think it really comes down to pick the ecosystem that you like. You know what I'm saying? But if you like that ecosystem, that there's still going to be things that, like hardware wise, that this phone is not going to do better than this phone, right? We will
really address that brown doo-doo hue that they have on all the cameras.
I don't think they will. I think that's part of the thing.
They never will. They love the doo-doo. They love the doo-doo brown.
So Jay, this is real talk. This is real talk. My wife, when she got the 11, when I got her the iPhone 11, I told her immediately, go to the Genius Bar. Your iPhone 11 is broken. It has probably the worst lens flare I've ever seen. Like she couldn't even take regular photos. But she's a big Apple. Oh no, there ain't nothing wrong. There ain't nothing wrong. And just a few weeks ago, when her birthday came up, everybody's like, we don't want to take the picture of your sorry phone. Get Dad's phone.
Right.
You saying get Dad's phone? So I had to pull out my 5A. You know what I'm saying? So now she sees, that there's a problem.
Yeah, I mean, look, at this point, I think
I ain't never had no problem taking pictures.
Hey, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I just flex on.
And since we talk about Sony, Sony got a event coming out.
Sony is coming out with the A7 IV, sir.
A7 IV.
Oh, they didn't say Tria.
That's fine. Right? You know what? But that's the thing. They can have an A7 5000 because people still think that I can't. I'm lying about the fake pictures I take. My A7
A7 that means that the A7 III price about to go down.
Hopefully,
yes,
hopefully,
sir.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
now,
yes, sir.
A little bit because even brand new, you can get the A7 II.
Hey, John Smith. John Smith, before I drop the smack on you, there was actually a class action thing that people had started with the iPhone 11.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
So lens flare is a problem on iPhones.
It's terrible.
So just because you can't see it, you never had it. You know what I'm saying? I got multiple
videos.
You know what I'm saying?
I got videos on my channel. I got videos on my channel for years. I mean, every year I make a video about iPhones that has got lens flare. I got
one of those things
years.
That you either have to
of videos. I have years of videos.
You have to recognize that it's there, even if you don't have it happen.
It's there
because people talk about it. Easy had an S21 Ultra that got hot. My S21 Ultra didn't get hot, but that doesn't mean I'm going to say it's lying.
Oh yeah, I didn't see it on mine, so it don't happen.
Is full of crap. Like that doesn't mean that's not the case.
I never had any issues with my S21. None.
Average.
Meanwhile, Eric has
average.
one.
Average consumer.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not. You're not like, hey, let me check. You got that Vivo? I'm gonna hook it. You know, where's that S21 Ultra?
The best phone you have is in your pocket. Look, if you even got a blue phone and it's the best phone in your pocket, that's the best. That's the best phone of the year. If we talk about phones of the year, and people, I got a blue phone. That's the best phone of the year, right there in your pocket. The best phone is what you got in your pocket.
I'm sorry. I'm not saying anything, T. I'm not sure where you're coming from, T. I don't know if you're just trolling us or what, but why we return the phone is I really said that the wide angle and the ultra wide, if you're getting a ZV-1 and you're going to do vlogs, get the iPhone 13 Pro Max. If the other cameras are kind of weak, and then when you're indoors, it exposes wrong and it has a brown tip. That's just calling it like it is.
He's an iPhone person, though, man. Like, he really is. He's an iPhone person. He doesn't hide it. I mean, it's not.
So wait, who returned the iPhone? Like, who returned the iPhone? Like, I buy iPhones every year.
I don't return stuff, man. I keep my stuff. I can't return it.
I have 2 iPhone 13.
In my lifetime, I've only returned 1 phone.
I can't return it, man.
And that's because
I work with the company and like, hey, what's going on, man? It's got to be something
the phone
drastic.
I couldn't talk on.
Because you can sell your iPhone and make all your money back.
Yeah, but I ain't returning the phone. How am I going to return the phone? I don't even have enough time for it to get real updates. I got to keep it.
So the thing about like buying and return, I would tell you, this is my opinion here. I tell you, I thought about this for 6 years being on YouTube. If I would have bought and returned my phone, I would have 174 of them sitting in my cabinet right now. He
always messing around, David. He always.
I know he messing around. But I look at that. And I'll give you another prime example. We had a lot of people that bought the Galaxy Classic Watch 4, right? They returned it because of the battery and because of the heat issues. But guess what happened last week? Samsung sent out the update. And guess how much? Guess what? Update came out, and I have 2 of them, and now I'm getting a stellar battery life, and I get no overheating. One update fixed it all.
Hey, Scoop,
one update.
Did you know John Smith would like you to know that a very expensive DSLR camera lens costing more will have lens flare, issues as well. Like we don't know that stuff. So what am I doing up here if I don't understand science?
Okay, time out.
It's like, are you serious right now?
Any multi-element glass thing is going to have lens flare. The problem is with a high-end DSLR camera, you can control that much better. It doesn't happen in every situation. It has to be a very distinct situation. You also have things. Yeah, correct. Your phones are on full auto. They also have something called a lens hood, which you can put on the end of your lens, which helps reduce the flare from odd angles. Your normal light angle, light sources we get.
When to use that lens flare, Scoop. Tell them when to use it. Some people don't even know when to use it.
Exactly.
I didn't know when to use it. I was like, when am I supposed to use this scoop on the end of here?
Yeah, the lens. When I shoot with certain. Now, look, there are certain lens elements. So hang on. This thing right here.
Look at Mike.
Look at this. You look at that element. That is a massive aspherical element. When I shoot at Vegas at night, I have my lens hood on at night because any side angle hits that element, it's going to refract. And that's what causes the lens flare, or weird ghosting or rainbowing you don't want in your image. Now, you can't do that on an iPhone who have these little baby lens elements that are so complex for something so small.
What's the name of that snap-on kit for iPhones that we got
Moment,
like 2 years
Moment,
ago?
Moment lenses.
Moment
lenses are amazing.
Moments are pretty dope.
The Moment lens system is amazing, Pete. Put up Juan's comment. Put up Juan's comment right there. Put Juan's comment up right there. Put up Juan's comment. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
you.
Filters. Hey, I got an ND right over there, my guy. I had a guy come in one of my old videos and he said, "You're lying. You changed the ISO on your camera." I'm like, bro, all I did was just put the ND filter on there.
I got ND filters. I got all ND filters. I have
the
ND
same one Eric got.
There it is.
I got ND filters.
There it is.
And look, I got a whole kit full of
There it
all
is.
kinds of goodies.
I got that same bag too, Eric.
Yeah, I got
Not only that,
bag.
but
Full of
real time
Come
exposure
on over,
compensation for your light meter. That is another thing you can't do on a phone.
Give me, put that down.
I saw that. I saw. Can you put up? Can you,
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, Kimmy. Hold on.
Panda.
I told Jack, come on
I got
over.
bras in Atlanta.
Hey, we on the same thing, baby. Hey, we said at the same time.
Get rid of this rubber right
Oh, you know, hey, but real talk. You know, it ended it with the flip and Jay Will. Jay Will, you know, like he'll every now and then he'll sneak into talking head with a phone, like a new phone that he's using. And that flip looks so crispy on that talking head. I think Jay Will is like,
oh,
Very
I
sure
guess
you didn't go.
if you have the flip and you have the iPhone, them against Yes,
And John
sir.
Smith,
look,
John Smith,
look,
you're welcome for the explanations.
Look, you know, so funny.
I'm very passionate about that.
It's so funny. I go to an iPhone person that say, "Can your phone do this?" What?
No.
Can your phone do that? And I love.
You
I
really
love
mess with
teasing
it when you
iPhone
had a phone, don't you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. When you pull out that fold, like, can your iPhone do that? No, you can't.
I will say it.
And then
It also just
they go on the
depends on-
defense. They go on the defense. Oh, I don't want my phone to do that. But as soon as Apple come out with one, God damn it! As soon as Apple come out with, I told you, they're gonna be creaming all over their face, man. I'm telling you, dog. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, it's so crazy how when Apple never had widgets, right? What did the people were saying when Apple didn't have widgets? We don't want it. It's overrated.
My face creaming.
And now they got widgets, and what they're saying, oh, I got widgets. Ooh, I can do all kinds of put it on my home screen and all that. It's the best thing since sliced bread.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
What happened?
Widgets.
What happened?
That's true.
That's
right?
funny.
So
That's
when
true.
we talk about things, and you know, a lot of people always say, well, we don't want that. We ain't worried about that. We don't want no foldables. But as soon as Apple drop a foldable, as soon as they do it, maybe 2030, might be 2030, right? But as soon as they drop one, it could be $5,000. People go buy it. They go say, see, we got the best phone on the planet, and our phone fold and all this here. And Samsung go be on there like they 20th generation foldable phone. Right? And Apple.
They're gonna be on the 20th generation.
But here's the thing. They say, well, Samsung do it first, but Apple does it right. Come on, man. I think that argument is getting old, man. I don't know, man. Like I think at this time with the Z Fold 3 and the Z Flip 3, I don't know, man.
Eric, now it's Samsung does it first. Apple does it marginally better, but let's all lose our minds about it.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick before it goes away, did you see Juan Bagnell's comment about the Vivo?
The Vivo. Okay, here we go. Just for scoop.
Wow.
Vivo camera review is 45 minutes long and 26 gigs. Took 2 hours to upload.
Eric, make me big. Eric, make me big.
All right, hold on.
Juan, you're gonna see one spike that stays maintained throughout the entire video.
Hey.
That would be me. I'm watching every minute. I'm going to make time to sit down and watch that video. I'm gonna get me something to eat. I'm gonna get my favorite carbonated beverage. I don't drink alcohol, so I'm gonna get my favorite carbonated beverage. I'm gonna put my feet up and I'm gonna spend time enjoying that video. Just letting you know.
Hey.
So, fun fact, right? He said 26 gigs.
26.
Man,
Oh
I don't
yeah.
know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing, but I uploaded a 9-minute video and it's 37 gigs.
It's because you got 17 camera angles. Easy.
But also too,
I
you have to ask
do-
Juan what he filmed it on, because like
Yes.
you probably
Yeah.
have like the Canon 90 at the highest bit rate and all that stuff. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm rendering in 422 HQ though.
Oh yeah,
That's
there you
why.
go. Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, I'm rendering at 422 HQ. And that,
Oh my
and I'm
God.
doing maximum rendering and maximum this, and my 9-minute video is like 37 gigs. Like if I do a 30-minute video, it'd be about 100 gigs. Yeah, it'd be well over 100 gigs.
Eric need that bit rate.
I do 422 HQ on all my videos. Yeah, I got that. Yeah, it's big. It's big. Yeah, but that's what the problem I got with this program.
Mike, you
video
can do
I'm trying
10
to
bit
make.
now, no, but that ain't 7.3 now. You do the 10 bit.
Hey, he sure can.
10 bit. You know,
So Mike, are you looking forward to the A74 drop? Are you looking forward to the A74 drop?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the event. Yeah.
You think so? The megapixel only gonna be what, 45 megapixel camera with 8
Cameras.
to 12.
I don't think it'll be 45. I mean,
12 bits.
Because honestly, at 45, you're starting to cannibalize your A7R.
Yep.
I mean,
Unless they're going to drop the A7R and just bring it into the A7 line, but then you got the A1.
How much you gonna do? How much you gonna do with? I mean, look, don't get me wrong. Once you get into the the high end cinema cameras and stuff like that, I mean, you get into the really high bit rates and and stuff like that. But
how did the people, Mike? I'm sorry, Eric. I want to ask Mike because Mike did it for a long time. Didn't you use your iPhone for your channel, right?
Yes.
But you did your lighting too, right? You
No.
had to. No lighting.
No, I didn't start using I didn't start using a professional light, and I would call this a professional light. I didn't start using anything like this until around March or April of last year.
So you use natural lighting?
Yeah, either the light from the ceiling fan or.
I didn't see no brown hue on your videos. Not really.
Hey, I'm gonna go in and say it like I said earlier when y'all was talking about it. I was like, I ain't never had the problem, but I'm not gonna say it don't happen. that's why I was quiet.
The lighting though, if I go back and look at those, I'm kind of checking the video. You in a really bright setting. I'm gonna leave that alone. Your videos was good, but yeah. Okay,
But Jay, his videos were good, but Mike, made a conscious effort to stunt on people. He was like, I got to stunt. He's like, I'm not trying to be good. I am straight stunting on everybody.
He double was
Mike, you knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. It comes over the screen.
I did.
He gonna be in that Sony. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out. It's like, I think I might got this A7 III because I got a stunt. I got a stunt
natural lighting. Yeah, I got natural lighting. I didn't have nothing. I'm already a brown person.
Mike, you know how.
Hey man, hey, look, man. Hey, scoop. I can't call it, man. I ain't trying to spoil it. That's all.
Oh my god.
No, but
So I mean, I think once we get into the end of October, going into November, everything gonna be out except OnePlus.
Eric, come on with it, man. The 18th. What's good? Apple 18th. You getting something right? Don't leave me out there by myself.
Mac Mini.
Yeah, I'm hoping that the redesign is true.
Make it Mac Mini.
I'm getting Mac Mini. The reason why I say Mac Mini is because I already got MacBook Pros.
Hey.
Hey, John Smith. Yeah. There's no hating here, sir. This is my day. This is my day of the phone.
Put me up here.
This is my day of the phone.
Pass it on around, Eric.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go around.
Hold on. Let me
John Smith,
take the back off so that.
Aye.
Hey,
XR 13, buddy.
Aye. I mean,
call it like we see it, sir. Call it.
Yes,
Hold on. Hey, John. 1 terabyte.
Yeah.
1 petabyte.
But I hate it.
What a hate. Well, what a hate.
Hold on. Eric, I'll do you one better.
Yeah, what a hate.
Oh, I ain't going to get my iPad. I got Apple.
Apple stuff in here.
Here's the
I
hate.
got plenty of Apple.
I am the hater.
LaShawn said, "I am the hate."
What a hate.
Bruh,
it's no hate. It's no haters in here, player.
One
we just
line,
call it
one
how we
SIM
see
card.
it. We just
This is
call
what
it
I
how
like.
we see it.
Why isn't this live?
love
Can
it.
you all hear this? Why isn't it this live called He-Man Apple's Haters Club? And then no one said anything about hate.
Gotcha.
Right. The next very
El
next
Bizzle.
minute.
What up, LB?
El Bizzle's on the iPhone right now.
Another iPhone.
Are you?
Y'all scared him. Y'all ran him off. Wasn't work.
Look, we John Smith came in and said, "Well, all this hate," and all of a sudden we pull out all iPhones and Macs and all kinds of stuff.
Exactly.
I think it's more of I think you really have to do some self-evaluation if you're mad at another person's point of view.
And let's be real.
Because when you get mad about that, I mean, I'm not saying you're mad, Johnson. I'm just saying you look like you're upset because you think we're kind of clowning a piece of metal and plastic and batteries.
Big man.
Really not that serious, man. You got to
argue with you.
Crazy.
So real quick, when TK,
Hey, let him call in. Let John Smith call in. Let him call in. See that last comment? Let him call in. Let him voice his opinion, Eric. Give him the floor for a minute.
Hold on, let me get a phone number.
and let's be real. I said if you are doing any vlogging, don't buy a mirrorless camera. Buy the iPhone 13. But I'm hating
you
on
get the phone number. No one's crashing the iPhone.
What did I just walk into? Did I just walk into
a battle?
Battle.
That we being tough behind keyboards and cameras and microphones. Call up, voice your opinion.
Okay. Hold up. I got so many phone numbers. I just want to make sure I got one that's safe.
No, let's get the right one.
It's like
I gotta get one that's safe.
Right.
All right, let me get one that's safe.
I think the problem is just that we're not fanboys or
Right.
fangirls.
But it also sounds like someone who has not watched multiple streams.
Hold up.
Well,
Yeah.
Because he asked, he said, is anybody going to respond to the chat? And I put in the chat, we respond.
Yeah.
He hadn't said anything.
He might be one of Eric's visitors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he a visitor. Yeah, he a visitor. Yeah, you don't.
She keeps on passing me.
I don't hear what you gotta say though.
All right. Phone lines is open.
He talking about we got a microphone. Let's hear what you got to say. I mean, because
all right, here we go. Phone lines wide open.
Hey,
go to the call in.
flip it to another phone site song. You can't keep
Yeah, because I mean, when somebody called, let's say we were talking about how good iPhones is, and we was kind of talking critical about Samsung, and all of a sudden they say, "Well, y'all hate Samsung," and all of a sudden we pulling out Galaxy phones and all that stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, we just did the same thing on the Apple end.
No, I don't know how what I said was hating on Apple.
You were
saying that don't get a
he's not gonna
ZV1.
call his family sleeping right now.
Hey, so I want to say this. I want to say this, John. So he also says I will get a greater sample of data. All I have heard is Apple say keep Apple hate, keep it coming. So John, here's my response to that. Get more data before you claim something. How about that? Watch a whole stream and then
Because when
claim
there's a
something.
Samsung event, people say we're Samsung haters. I mean, whatever's going on.
Yeah,
Hey, John, I feel the love tonight. Can you feel the love tonight? I feel the love tonight.
I got something for John. Here we go. This for you, John.
Hey.
Oh Lord, this is I'm gonna say I'm hating.
I love to give the voice to the people in the chat because they don't have a microphone. So he just said, y'all got the microphones and the keyboards. All right, so there's our opportunity.
John could easily step outside.
He sure could.
Yes, he can.
Hey, hush your mouth up then.
I know someone that routinely hops in his car like at 4 a.m. and uploads. So you can. There's always ways to do this.
He ain't got nothing to
Well,
talk
I mean,
about.
his little avatar has a chain on it. He might be chained to the bed.
Oh, here's John.
Come on,
That
Now
ain't-
this ain't
What up,
John.
John? What up, John?
I'm calling
You're- Hey, what's going on? You're live.
Who's that, Lewis?
Hey, what's up? This is Tech for your needs.
What up, Louis?
I knew that was
What up,
Louis. I called it.
Louis? First of all, how
I
you
called
feeling,
it.
man? I know you've
Yeah,
been down
he's feeling
and out,
better.
man.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I'm feeling better. I just did doing the COVID test tomorrow
Okay.
because it's my third one. So far I'm doing good. Thanks for asking.
All right.
Hey.
So,
The
what's your
thing-
thoughts about
the
this?
simple,
Go ahead.
the simple thing I'm gonna say is come down. It's all material. When you die, you're not taking anything. Just let it go. Enjoy your tech and have fun with it. Simple as that.
Yeah, we
All
agree.
products have pros and cons. Just find the best of it, but do the best you could. If you're a content creator or if you're regular folk, use it to the best of your ability. That's all. None of them is better than the other. It's what you like and what you pay for is fine. If it's coming out of your pocket, I'm not going to tell you what to do with your product. But at the end, it's all based on everything has flaws. Nothing is perfect. I mean, the perfect phone, which is supposed to be created, but Google put a stop to it, which it was called Project Era. It was supposed to be a modular phone, and that has gone away.
But wait a minute, Louis. Let me ask you a question. Hold on. I want to stop you here. So I agree with you say. I agree with you say as far as you love the tech or whatever.
Hey,
Here's my thing.
good?
Us as content creators, right? We have a platform where we talk about devices, pros and cons, right? When we talk, we be critical about a product, right? So I think we do our viewers a disservice if we don't point out the flaws on product. We are, as tech reviewers, we talk about the good, the bad, the ugly with product. It don't matter if it's Apple, Samsung, LG, blue phones. It don't matter what it is. I think we have an obligation, right? When we talk about devices, we give our opinion about devices, whether or not it's good or bad. I think if we make all videos talking about how good a product is and not saying anything bad about a product, I think we give the viewer a disservice.
I agree with Eric.
Agree. You know why? Because if you don't criticize the product never improves, and then we don't get the best out of it.
And that's the point. Like, if we don't point out
don't
the
say
opportunity, they will never fix it.
Yeah.
Right? They'll never fix it. That's the whole thing. We, as content creators, I think we have to point out the flaw. And even though people get upset about, well, you're using it wrong, you're holding it wrong, or I don't have this problem, or you don't know what you talk about, you hate this and you hate that. And I think at the end of the day, we only point out our experience.
Mm-hmm.
But I tell you, I appreciate you calling, man. I mean, I'm glad you well, and I'm glad you called in, and man, keep in contact with us, Louis.
And what I think I'm gonna say, enjoy your tech, and just it's a material product. All products are not perfect. With that, I'm gonna say peace.
Peace.
All right, peace, Louis. Be easy.
Louis, be easy.
Yeah,
man.
I feel like that. Appreciate it, Louis, but that's the obvious. We all know it's material stuff, and that's the point. Like you were saying earlier, you have to have some kind of. We all can't sit on here and agree. And
No.
right now, we're all not in agreement.
We're not all in agreement.
And I wanted to hear what LB, the biggest iPhone hater I know, has to say.
Welcome,
LB. He carries an iPhone.
I'm not an iPhone hater. I'm an iPhone realist. And the reality
That's what we've
of
basically
it,
been saying. Yeah.
The reality of it is the iPhone is not worthy of the pedestal that some put it on.
Oh, don't say that, John. You're gonna upset John. Don't upset John.
John be like, I can call in now.
Right.
Hold on.
Oh man!
I mean, it's simply that. It's a good device for what it is, but the problem is that.
Oh my God, Juan,
the Apple fans will explain it as the end-all device, like it's the holy grail of smartphones, and there's just plenty of phones out there that are far superior to the iPhone. I'm sorry to say.
No, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry.
Say with your chest, LB.
Say what you
Don't be
say.
sorry.
Say what you gotta say.
Don't be sorry.
Say it.
I mean, it's a limiting device. It does what it does well for the things that people like it for, which is AirDrop, iMessage, AirDrop, iMessage.
That's it.
Hey, don't forget about the blue bubble now. You got to get the blue bubble.
Yeah, did you remember AirDrop and iMessage?
I said iMessage. AirDrop,
Yeah.
and the convenience of ecosystem.
Snapchat.
But the convenience of the ecosystem in which that you have to pay a lot of money to live within. Other than that, there are far more devices. I mean, to some, the Duo, a hated device, is far more phone than what the iPhone is.
Yep.
If you're looking at it from the right.
Some real
unbiased.
I love it.
Let it all hang out.
We're talking device that was the joke of 2020?
2020, yeah.
Yeah.
If you really want to analyze it and look at it,
Say it again, Mike.
Train on the wane.
the multitasking ability of that device is far superior than what you can do on an iPhone.
Oh, I disagree. I know John Smith thinks iPhones have the best multitasking on the planet. I know he would call in right now to talk about how good the multitasking on our iPhones are.
Listen, I will say this from the rooftop: iPhones do not multitask.
We know, but don't hate.
Insane.
Don't hate. LB, don't hate. You're not supposed to mention that.
LB, you're lying. LB, you're lying. They do most. LB, no, listen to me.
What you're supposed to
listen. No, Barry, hang on, Barry.
You sit on a throat of lies.
iPhones do multitask. They're one thing and piss you off at the same time. That is multitasking.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's funny because I'm just sitting back laughing because it's like, John wants us to be in a situation where we just say, well, do we really need multitasking? Like, who needs multitasking in 2021?
Don't get on John's
So
side.
I'm gonna tell you what I got into a debate with somebody, right? When we talk about multitasking, use the two apps at the same time. People say, well, the screens are too small. I cannot see two apps. I don't understand why y'all like two apps on the screen at the same time. I'm like, but that's multitasking. Well, it's too small. I say, well, guess what? I can do it on a bigger screen. I can do it on a bigger screen. Now, why can't I multitask on this screen then? Or it's still too small. Somebody say this too small to run two apps on the Z Fold 3. Come on. I think a lot of people be reaching.
I'll tell you some simple case scenarios. There's a couple of groups that I follow on Facebook, right, that do live streams. The problem with Facebook is when you're in a Facebook live stream, if you go out of that live stream, it does not continuously play in the background.
Yes.
So if you go do anything else on your phone, you can hear nothing.
Yes.
I don't have that problem on an Android device.
No, you don't, because it can
because
multitask.
I can just simply pull up and multitask and go into another app while I continue doing that live stream. Little things like that matter.
Like that.
But the thing is, if you point that kind of stuff out, you're hating, according to John.
But LB, they got the most powerful chips on the planet. They got the most powerful chips on the planet. The chips that they put in the iPhone can do 120 hertz. They got the powerful chips now, LB. Why they can't? Why?
If I give you a Lamborghini or any other supercar and stick you in a community where you can only do 35 miles per
Yeah,
hour.
why have a Lamborghini? Why have a Lamborghini?
I mean,
Why does it have
Apple
You get the last
continuously
35 miles an hour on the street, though.
when I run benchmark tests on my phone, I got the most powerful CPU on the planet. Well, I mean, iPhone can do it.
They can do it.
I mean, I have the most powerful chipset on the planet. Why can't I?
Hey, Eric, you got a Lamborghini V12 engine in a Fiat 500 is what you got now.
Now, don't
look at Jay. Look at Jay shaking his head because he knows I'm right.
The hardware is beautiful. The stainless steel build is beautiful. It's great. But if I gotta compare apples with apples, no, it is inferior.
Are we really comparing apples to apples, or is it apples to oranges?
Oh, stop it.
Be quiet, Mike.
The apples to Samsung, the apples to Android.
Oh, there, sir.
Oh, well, listen. I know, most people that have iPhones, right? Like my daughter, for instance. She ain't gonna multitask. She don't. I show all kinds of stuff like that. She ain't gonna do all that stuff. I do understand that people like us, that we are, tech enthusiasts, prosumers. We look for multitasking, and we look for, doing a lot of different things on our devices. But a person with an iPhone in their hand, they just want to open up an app. That's it. They want the blue bubble. They want FaceTime. They want to go from, I want to share my photo from my iPhone to your iPhone. So I want to use AirDrop. That's it, man. That's all they want. But they don't mind paying $1,500 for it.
That's good. That's good.
That's good. That's what they want.
But
look,
it can do so much more.
We should come to the realization that iPhone is just that. It's a simple product that just works. It is a high price product that just works. Now, once we get into the different things like multitasking or innovation or stuff like that. Apple's not in that category. I never did put Apple in that category. Apple was never up there in the upper echelon. It wasn't never there.
But
Apple is not an upper echelon product.
No one ever wants to have a pound for pound conversation. And that's the thing.
That's right. I know.
They get stuck. They get stuck on the convenience of the ecosystem. They never want to have a pound for pound conversation.
Right.
And if you go pound for pound, the iPhone can simply not live up to the capabilities of some of these Android devices.
I'm gonna tell you. The video I made about the trip that I had for Hurricane Ida, right? When I connected my device wirelessly to a TV, and I'm using Dex, and I'm using the device as a Bluetooth keyboard and mouse, and I can use the file system to download apps and sign PDFs and all that stuff like that to get real work done, that blew people away. Like, God, I never thought you could do stuff like that. To get real work done in a business professional environment without an iPad, without a MacBook, without from a phone that you can fit in your pocket, you could do all of that. Yes. That's why I never put an iPhone in that category. iPhone ain't even close to. Come on, man. I mean, Galaxy Note 20.
Hey, easy.
Hold my beer.
Easy. I'll give you another perspective. You want to know why I am not on White Wednesday as much as I used to be? Because ever since I've had an iPhone, the live streaming ability it's a horrific.
Are you on the iPhone now? Because your audio sound.
Yeah, it's cutting out a bit.
You on the iPhone?
Yeah.
Trash. Trash.
Hey, in defense of Apple, the 13 Pro Max is
So what LB was trying to say.
Mike is better.
What? Yeah.
And I've always had a headache ever since I've had.
Still going.
Jeez.
So
man.
So LB,
John Smith, is this
LB,
what you approve of?
You keep going in and out, so I'll say it like this. I think what LB's trying to say is when you live stream from the iPhone, it's a completely different experience from an Android device. Because say, for example, if someone plays a video during the stream and you're on the iPhone, you won't hear that audio or see the video. It'll just have like a pause, and then it'll just like kick back like a fast forward type of thing. But on an Android, it's almost like a full desktop experience, like in StreamYard or whatever.
Wow.
Thanks, John Smith. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Like,
Thank you. All right.
The other John Smith wants to know who October 21st is.
Thank you very much.
Popcorn Man.
Yeah, they want to know. They want to know who October 21st is. I'm the boogeyman. That's who I am.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's clear.
Clear now.
Okay. Sounds clear.
For now.
You
Clear.
click the button.
You're clear.
Clear. So I mean, look, I know when we talk about Android versus iPhone, I always say this, and it's in the back of my mind. I always say this all the time, and I'm at the point where I keep it to myself. When it comes down to iOS and Android, right? I don't even know why we even. It's not even in the same category. Like I'm like,
I don't think it's in the same category, but I think there's positives of both. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it's positive of both. But when it comes down to innovation, when it comes down to taking risk, when it comes down to prosumer cameras, without downloading third-party apps, when it comes down to multitasking, when it comes down to headphone jacks and all that stuff. I mean, they're going away now, but I'm talking about high resolution displays with 120 hertz, which now we got iPhones on that, but we got phones that got 144 hertz now. So we got phones with 144 hertz. We got phones that got desktop mode. We got phones that got pen support. We got phones that does all kinds of things.
But the thing that people
we got wraparound screen phones and stuff.
Let's be real, right? I mean, the iPhone does a lot of great things, but
of course
they're selling an ecosystem.
Yes.
So if they give you everything in the phone, like USB-C and all that stuff, right? Why would you need an iPad? Why would you need that MacBook?
I actually prefer an iPad over an iPhone.
Because they know, like, if they keep you in that ecosystem, you're gonna be on streams like John Smith. Like, I'm coming at y'all. You know what I'm saying? You talk about multitasking, we're gonna take this outside straight up.
Only take it outside. Only take it outside if the family is not asleep. It's not asleep.
Oh my God.
Look, when we talk about innovation. Listen, iPhone does great things for what it is, but when a lot of people like to, and look, we don't do this. There's people on the internet does it all the time. Talk about iPhones and stuff better than Android phone. They're the ones who say that. We never say it. We don't even say it. Like we never bring up that conversation, but people do. So we answer the question, and then when we answer the question, we consider it a hater. Right, so we say, okay, it's a difference between iOS and Android. Android is more innovative. They bring a lot of stuff to the table. iPhones are for the average consumer. Great cameras, great software, a good ecosystem. And then you have people that say, well, it's better than Android. Then you get into that great debate of, well, let me tell you why it's not better than Android.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's like I said, there's positives on both sides. You know what I'm saying? It's like I just think we should, as content creators, say when they do stuff well on both sides. If a phone does something well, talk about it. If it does something bad, point it out.
iPixel never does anything bad.
So easy. When you did the Stylo 6, when you did the Stylo 6 video, did you say that it was a good phone?
Shut your ass up.
No.
Yes, I said the Stylo 6 was a good phone, but don't turn it on.
Thank you. So it's like you could have been like, oh yeah, and look at this and all that. No, but you didn't do that. You just basically said, hey, you're wasting your money if you buy this phone. It's like that's what you gotta tell.
And people get upset with me because I say that, and that's my experience. The phone was trash, and I said it in a gentle way. It's a great phone. Don't turn it on. My sister loved the phone though. She absolutely freaking loved it. And she tell me all the time, Easy, I love this phone. I thought it was trash. So my trash was somebody's treasure. You know, I mean, I'm trash.
I'm trash. I'm trash.
If he only had a brain.
If I only had a brain.
I'm trash.
I'm trash.
Juan, true. He did. You have to admit that, Easy. You remember? So you know what Easy did, right? Jay Williams.
What?
He went straight into Metro PCS. He doesn't have any lines at Metro.
He
And just bought it straight up.
I bought it straight up. Spent $300 plus for it. I spent $300 plus for it, and when you spend $300 plus for a phone, you go put it in that category, and that phone is worth $100 negative. They ought to pay you $100.
It's worth it.
Hey,
No way,
yeah.
baby.
What up, Ivan?
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much. And we got something for you right here. Thank you very
So,
much.
Clay, sub it for anything you can sub it because pralines and cream will change.
Well, no, that's what she was
your
trying
life.
to do.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
And I'm
Because
trying
she
to
said
fix
I
her
can
order.
sub it for caramel pecan, but yeah,
No.
pralines and cream will change your life.
It will change your life.
Did you get your order, Barry?
No,
Indeed.
I don't think you like me anymore, man.
What you talking about, man?
What do you mean? You didn't get it?
No,
Oh, you talking about the what's that?
pralines and cream.
You kidding?
No, I don't got
Barry,
it.
you
He did
gotta
not
talk
get
to
his
me during the
praline
week, Barry.
and cream.
You know, I think
Yeah.
Barry should get one more bag.
You got to talk to me during the week, man.
If the Pixel wasn't coming, what would be a phone in a year?
Ooh.
The Pixel wasn't
If
coming.
the Pixel 3 was not coming, what would be your phone in a year right now?
So
If the what?
yeah,
The
if the Pixel wasn't coming.
If the Pixel wasn't coming,
What's your
would be
phone of the
my
year right
phone of
now?
the year? This year?
This year.
Yep.
This year,
The Duo?
not 20,
This
not
year.
2019.
The Duo?
Not last year. The Duo.
The Duo, baby. All right.
He gotta be joking.
Yes.
It would probably
Now,
be the Duo.
I got.
I mean, I haven't seen much come out this year. Unless you, I mean, I can't speak for the imports, right? But I would just say if I had to buy a phone as the one option for the year, it would be the Duo too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So Eric, LB, can I fix her order if it's not in ship station yet?
Yeah, you can fix it.
All right.
So Barry, phone of the year. If
For
the
me-
Pixel 6 didn't come out,
Yeah, for me it would be the Mi 11.
Mi 11. Okay.
Ah.
All right.
Yeah.
Tech King Mike, phone of the year. If the Pixel 6 don't drop,
S21 Ultra.
Brumilda. Okay.
S21 Ultra.
All right.
Easy.
Holla at your boy. What you got?
Hey, I only got one device. I gotta roll with the homie Barry.
All right. There
Mi
you go.
11. Mi
Mi
11.
Mafia.
Mi Mafia.
Scoop, phone of the year.
It's hard for me because I actually didn't buy as many as I thought I was going to this year. But from what I've seen and messed with, for me, it would actually be because even though I like flagships, I'm kind of a mid-range guy. Give me that 5A.
Hey,
5A.
that's a good choice. Good choice.
I'm a mid-range guy. I can rock the 5A all day.
Good choice.
NBD.
All right. And for me, it'd be the Z Fold 3, hands down.
I think Jay will be the Z Flip 3. Yep.
And GG, with your phone of the year. If the
Huawei,
Pixel 16 comes,
Mate
Mate,
X2.
Huawei, there you go. Huawei.
See, John, this is what we call diversity, right?
Yeah.
This is what we call diversity.
But wait, hold on. No iPhones? Wait a minute. Nobody picked the iPhone.
No. iPhone, no. iPhone's not my.
No iPhones? Phone of the year? iPhone? Oh.
The iPhone, the 13 Pro Max would be in my top 3, but it's not phone of the year.
3?
But it's not
Okay.
phone of the year though.
From what?
Hey,
You
Colin, that's a good choice.
phone of the year.
From
Yeah,
what
that's
I'm
what I'm saying,
hearing
phone
of
of
the
the year.
battery life, if I had to get a phone strictly for battery life, maybe I probably would go for the 13 Pro Max.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would serve you well.
So
That big
LB,
battery.
that's the reason why it would be for me. I took this thing off the charger this morning at 7 o'clock, and I've just used it like a normal day, streaming everything like I would if I was at work. I'm still at 57%.
Yeah. Well,
the Pro.
well, guess what, Team Pixel? Your mind is changing next week. How about that?
That's right. Team Pixel. Oh,
There's a new
the
sheriff in
Realme
this motherfucker.
GT. The Realme GT is a great phone. I got that.
Oh,
phone.
yeah, you
I
got that.
I got follow-up videos coming for that phone, by the way. It's
Mhm.
a great phone. It's a good phone. Good phone. Here you go. There you go. My point is real
Oh,
simple. Though.
cream.
Unbiased tech reviews is important.
There's
Yes,
Kool-Aid,
Kool-Aid.
both flavors. I can't stand either of them.
Oh man, look at the next one.
My data sample is largely filled with the tech preacher talking about cream in Apple user's face. Pause. How about this? How about this, John Smith? Pause, sir. Pause. What are we talking about here, sir? We're having a
That
tech
was
discussion.
30 minutes ago, right? That was an hour ago.
And then he says, "Peace, boys, enjoy."
I don't know if you
calling the
noticed.
boy?
There's a woman up there. She's
No,
Um,
you better watch that.
I think he's in his feelings.
it's clearly
No,
a woman.
he's probably trolling, trying to have some fun. That's all.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
it's attention-seeking behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We love you like a play cousin. You still good.
I don't
Yeah,
really- I don't know you.
It's all good, Josh.
I hope your family
I heard you,
recovers
Mike.
fully, though.
You heard me,
Yeah.
Barry. I ain't like Jay. I ain't like Jay. I don't love you. I don't know you like that.
Man, you wrong. Take that down.
Hey, I'm just saying. Hey, I'm just saying, man.
Take that down, son.
My bad.
That's wrong, man.
I was gonna say, in all fairness, though, and all jokes aside, I hope your family makes a full recovery.
Yes, exactly.
Oh yeah,
that is facts. That is facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be with your family.
Yeah, they all got
Yeah,
COVID.
he said his family's recovering from COVID right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't be on here if my family had COVID problems. I'd be tending to my family.
He said they sleep. Jay.
Hey, he got a different philosophy, Jay. That's fine.
Hey, now I'll tell you the one unforgivable thing for me for the iPhone. The fact that I cannot just dial a number and search my contacts.
Oh yeah,
No
that's
one
ridiculous.
in this
God.
world
That's ridiculous.
can explain to me
That's
why I
right.
can't.
You still on
Yeah.
that, LB? You still,
But it's real though.
still on
Okay.
that.
You know,
They'll be go-
most devices allow you to do things multiple ways to get to the same answer.
Yeah.
Apple's just not like that. Like their settings are backwards to people. If you don't
Yep.
come
Yep.
from an iPhone, it's backwards
Mhm.
to you.
Yeah.
So yes, I get exactly what LB's talking about because he didn't start off with an Apple device.
But
Yeah.
but Kimmy, it's the point of, to me,
I didn't either.
that's just being intuitive. And Apple is supposed to be so
Pretty bad.
intuitive.
Yeah, step away for a minute.
You have a dialer that has letters on it. What are the letters there for?
For when you have to dial 1-800 Best Buy.
Yes.
You said what, Mike?
For when you have to dial 1-800 Best Buy.
I mean, seriously, man.
Or better yet, when you have to dial 1-800 Popcorn. That's what they're there for.
Yes.
I cannot fathom why an engineer has not said we need to fix this.
If it ain't
Oh,
broke, don't fix it.
I think
Apple-
people have talked about it. They're not fixing it.
Right. Apple said if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And if
Exactly.
it broke,
It ain't
ignore
broke. Yes.
To me, the Apple
Ain't broken.
contact system is
The contact system is a joke. It's a joke.
It's
It's always been a joke. Like
nightmare.
Android really has an on point the way they do the
What
contact
about the
system.
notification shade? Can they fix that too?
No,
Nope.
the notifications are horrible.
Oh no. Oh no.
I don't know how y'all deal with iOS and that notification shit. But
I
got 1,000 notifications.
What I do,
I
I always use it as my business. So I only have 2 notifications coming in: Teams and email. And then that way everything else gets turned. Like if I see that notification, we're gonna have problems. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know how to do notifications. They didn't, and they copied off of Google's shade. They copied them all the way. What is so hard about that?
Good, and it's not even good.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna copy off of someone's homework, copy and get an A. Like, you know, do what you're supposed to do.
No. There. You know, you just need a 70 or higher to pass now.
I can honestly forgive the notifications. I can forgive it. I can get over the notifications.
Dialing is unforgiving, huh?
That dialing is unforgiving. That to me, that's just plain outright unforgivable.
So let me ask you a question. What the Samsung just all of a sudden popped out an event that's coming out, right? On the 19th. And it's supposed to be rumored that the Galaxy S21 FE edition is coming out. What are we looking for here? This is something new. What Samsung is bringing to the table? 888 processor, 8 gigs of RAM, 120 hertz display,
6.4 inch screen, right?
6.4 inch display for what? $699?
Mm-hmm. They got to do. They have to do it. I think it's a great move, but
$699, $799.
Yeah.
But if you wait like a week or a month, you can get it for a lot less than that.
True. But I think it's a good move. And hopefully Samsung will market it, because if, let's say, for instance, Google comes out with a Pixel 6 for $749, now they got competition that they didn't have last year.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So if they're gonna bring out $699, I'm leading with, like, in my ads, it's got DeX, it's got all these other features that are not on the Pixel, because otherwise it's like, dude.
And then Pixel gonna be like, yeah, we got that call screen and dial.
Exactly. We got all this stuff.
So, all love and hate aside, do you guys really think that Google is gonna knock it out the park?
Yes.
Yeah. So I have the 5A. The Me really kind of surprised me this year, but the 5A is my second right now. Like it really, Android 12, like I said, me and LaShawn have been running it since May.
Mm-hmm.
They are making the right decision. So they've got that. They just need a little faster processor. That's all they really need. And improve video. You know.
When does 12 drop?
12. So you can get 12 now on the 5 and earlier.
Yeah.
They're still working on some stuff with the 5A. So it's probably going to drop when they drop
the keynote address. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think Google got it in the bag.
Colin's comment.
Who?
It's supposed to be for
Colin,
bespoke.
CH Gadgets.
CH Gadgets.
For bespoke. Yeah, I did. So I was surprised. I didn't think it was going to be for the FE, but if it is, that's cool.
I think it's for the FE. I mean, it's because Google
look at the animation.
Yeah.
The animation on the website.
Yeah.
It shows the camera. It shows all the things to do.
I do say that.
Yeah. I mean, I think. Look, I'm gonna tell you something about these companies. Y'all got to understand one thing. Each other company like to steal each other thunder.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, Google is trying to get ready for the holidays, and the Pixel is the forefront right now. So, bam! Why not drop something right there and steal Google's thunder with an FE that costs maybe $699, maybe $50 less than the Google Pixel?
Right?
If it come out at $699, if the Google Pixel come out at $799 or $749 or whatever, and then Samsung dropped the FE at $699, then
but if it's not the better device,
I got a quick question.
I want to answer Bearable.
You want to answer
that's what I was
Bearable?
thinking. So Bearable, what are you using and what software is on it?
Right.
Wait,
Google is untrusted.
It's untrusted. He likes a duo. He likes to have.
So
he likes his. It's
duo?
Android. It's made by Google, but we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, I mean,
you can't trust Google. You need to be using an iPhone.
Right.
True.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you use DuckDuckGo?
And don't use any of the Google apps on your iPhone either.
Yeah.
I wonder
Better
why
be
people
watching us on
always say,
YouTube
"Oh,
on the
I don't
iPhone."
trust Google," and I'm like, name a Google service that you are not using.
LB, I'll have you know.
I don't want to hear it.
I'll have you know. LB,
Yeah, see,
that I still use
Barbu said
AOL
Surface
Messenger.
Duo, and he's like, you know what? I like my Google not trusted, but I want to use that Android.
Do you talk to yourself, Mike?
Huh?
Do you talk to yourself?
No, I talk to a pen pal somewhere across the world.
Pen pal. Okay.
He said he's still
There
using
it
AOL
Yeah.
Exactly.
When I dial in, I still hear the
Look
sound.
at Google. So here's the thing: if you can't trust Google, then you don't have a cell phone.
Why are you on this
Don't have a
platform?
computer.
Hey, I don't trust Oxygen.
Yeah,
Hey,
I don't trust.
He's got
You like that, right?
guys.
Yeah.
He's got a Freedom phone. He's got a Freedom phone.
Oh, what's that running?
Android.
Oh, okay.
And what I love
I
about
mean,
the Freedom
well,
phone, built overseas.
Oh, this is a good one right here. I love this.
I don't
Look
trust
at
Made
this
in
comment.
China.
I trust them to
Look
be
at
a
this
corporation.
comment right here. I don't trust Google, but I have a YouTube account.
Correct.
That's what I said. What is he doing here right now?
I don't trust.
What platform are we on?
Hey, I don't trust dollar bills, but
Right. That's right, David.
Yeah, if
America.
you're on here, you got Google.
Right now.
Right now, if you on Google watching this, if you on YouTube, guess who on YouTube?
Right.
Do
Come on,
that.
man.
guess who's
who
coming to
on
dinner?
YouTube?
I guess you need to move on over to Huawei, huh?
No Google at all.
Right, no Google at all.
Go and get some of that Hung Man OS. Go
Yeah,
get
that
some.
hung man all in you.
Oh my God.
All up in you.
You like that?
Lord Jesus. Oh
I
my
like
God.
that. Mike. I like that. I like
Jay,
that.
just shake your head and hope that it passes.
That's what I do too.
Crazy, man. I'm
Jay, I just do this. I shake my head and just hope that it passes. I
man.
need most of the stream.
You know what? You would have been laughing last night, man. Lord have mercy. Oh my God. I was laughing last night. I had to really.
We made Jay leave last night. My bad.
I woke up thinking about that. I was like, Lord have mercy.
Who is you all?
How did we destroy the Windows phone? Hold
You know what?
sir.
You know what? Let me call the CEO. You know, I don't have Nintendo on speed dial, but I got Microsoft on
We've
speed dial. Let me
offended a
call
lot of people tonight. What is going on?
He said, but we destroyed Windows Phone.
I destroyed
Guys,
Oh.
Hey, everyone.
Put a one in the chat.
Put a one in the chat.
Put a one in the chat if you think that we destroyed the Windows Phone. Put a one in the chat.
Yeah,
I only owned one Windows
Are we
phone.
talking Windows?
I have multiple. I have multiple
Only had
Windows.
Windows, man.
I
We're
had
talking
Windows
Windows
Phone
Phone?
was
I
the
wasn't
most
anywhere near
beautiful,
YouTube at that time,
streamlined,
so how did I destroy it?
gorgeous operating system I've ever used on a mobile device.
Windows Phone.
Period. End of discussion.
Phone.
But I'm saying, are we
I
talking
would-
Windows?
Kill for Windows Phone back.
But
Yeah.
Scoop, we're getting blamed for Windows Phone.
Exactly,
Half of us
Charles
didn't even
Monroe.
know each other when Windows Phone was out.
Right.
Right.
The last Windows phone I had was that HTC.
Come on. One more time. One more
It's
time. One more time.
built-in, huh?
I mean, we didn't. I was watching Jay Will at the beginning of YouTube doing Windows Phone.
Windows
Always.
Phone, man.
Here we go.
Downtown, I got that heat. Let's go.
Oh my God, man. I love it. I
Got
love it.
some murderous people.
Oh,
Killing
man, hilarious. Just hilarious. That is crazy.
Hey,
Hey, Scoop.
what type of monsters are we keeping?
You know the muffin man?
Hilarious.
Hey.
Are you trying to say we're toothless monsters?
Yeah, thank you, Colin. Who killed BlackBerry?
Monsters.
Oh man.
Hey,
Well,
we ain't gonna talk about BlackBerry.
That's
Don't
facts.
talk about no BlackBerry now.
Oh,
Don't be bringing up BlackBerry. Don't do it. Don't do
Crackberry?
it.
Okay.
Don't say nothing about BlackBerry. Nope.
Certain things don't fly.
Don't do it.
I don't sleep
See,
with
you know
phones.
what? When we talk about Windows Phone, this is one of the reasons why I'm so critical about Windows phones, right? The Surface Duo. You think about this, right? Let's go back to 2020. Well, let's go back and see. Once they got rid of the Windows Phone platform, they left a lot of people in the cold. That's Microsoft did that. Then in 2020, they came out with the Surface Duo to try to make a comeback. Now, when they made that comeback in a not so good way. So this is the trust factor that's why I don't have a lot of trust in the Microsoft ecosystem. It's because they have they've destroyed the whole platform and left people in the cold. They came out with the Surface Duo. So how you go trust them at spending $1,500 a pop on a device when they got a bad history? The history is bad.
Yeah,
that's the only reason why I look at Microsoft in a different way. Microsoft is a company that destroyed the whole operating system, left people out in the cold. They came back with a Surface Duo that was not well received in the beginning, and then now they want us to trust them in the Surface Duo 2. It's a trust factor with me with Microsoft. I would not spend $1,500 on the Surface Duo 2. I spend $600 on the Surface Duo 2. I won't drop $1,500. When that phone hits $600, it may take 6 months. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with waiting 6 months. Once it's 6 months,
I'm gonna wait
it's
this time,
$600.
Eric. I'm not doing it. I'm not spending those $1,600 this time. No freaking way.
No.
Not worth it, bro. Not worth it.
So
it's not even the point. It's the point is that you can't trust them.
I just put that comment in the chat talking about the Trio. Those were the days when I had to be an early adapter and first person to have a phone. Those days are gone.
Trails were fire.
They were good.
The last phone.
I knew the manager at Sprint. I would have that phone before it was released.
It's no way that I'm going to drop $1,600 on the Surface Duo when the original Surface Duo a year ago, right now, is $200. I mean, come on now. I mean, they did lost 98% of its value in 12 months. And that's concerning to me. We know that Android phones drop value, but not 95% value.
Eric, you want me to put a call in? You want me to put a call in to Robin Leach and see if he can do something about it?
Oh no.
And so I look at this 6 months, right? 6 months after the Surface Duo 2 come out. I mean, you can save $600, easy $600, right? And I'll buy it at $600.
About 6 months out, you think?
Yeah. 6 months
Maybe
out.
6 months on
it.
Right, put a pepper on it.
I mean, the original
real pepper.
At 6 months after the original Duo was $700, $800.
I know toothless monster pepper.
No,
it was already the original Surface Duo. 6 months after release was already in the low 800s. After 6 months after it was released.
Yeah. It was like $9.99 after a while too, for a long time.
Yeah, then it dropped. I mean, real. I mean, it went into an instant fire sale.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, the troll is off the chain.
Oh my god, they crazy, man.
Oh my god,
crazy, man. That's hilarious. WebOS was the truth, though.
Yes, Raymond.
WebOS.
He said John 360.
WebOS was the truth. BlackBerry OS and WebOS are my favorite.
LB is back.
I have Raymond. Yes, I have.
And I agree with the statement. No way I'm getting it's not getting the phone either. But I don't have the money to get it, and that's truthful. Look, truthful to the game, right? The Duo is not worth it, especially knowing Microsoft in the past. I'm sorry, LB. Since Microsoft passed,
look, you're worth $1 billion.
The whole thing. Hey, look, don't get me wrong. I see a lot of people hit me up in the comments and say, "Easy, Microsoft go get it right with the Surface Duo 2." But how do you know? Like, how do you know this until we have to wait? It's like you don't know. Look at the. You have to. Only thing you have to go if they pass. It's like, okay, if I was a cheating man all my life, well, how would you know I'm gonna stop cheating? Well, you know, in my history, I've been a cheating man all my life. If I've been a man that been cheating and robbing and stealing all my life, how all of a sudden change? I've changed in one flip. I'm just saying that's how I look at it.
Hey, Eric, can you do me a favor? Can you move me next to Scoop? Move me next to LB. Move me next to LB.
Baraboo, sir. Okay. Microsoft's terrible business practices within their mobile distribution and their mobile system is what ruined Windows Mobile. The fact they were very locked down when everybody else was letting everybody in to develop. That's what killed Windows Mobile. We didn't kill Windows Mobile. The tech community didn't kill Windows Mobile.
I'm not.
Microsoft killed Windows Mobile.
You have to know where you came from to know where you're going.
Your hair don't look like that no more, bro. What happened to your hair, man? I mean, you know, you was slick, and you went from that to this.
You did a transformation.
You got that transformation.
This is what happens when you have daughters.
It's been a while since I commenced with you. I'm sorry. I had to take advantage of it.
I'm surprised I didn't say what's good, people.
So
I can do
it. I mean, you think about the trust factor. It's all about the trust factor for Microsoft. It's all about the trust factor. It's all about the trust factor. And look, the Surface Duo 3, it all depends on how the Surface Duo 2 is. For people to run out and buy a Surface Duo 3. This right here is so critical for them. This is critical for them. The Surface Duo 2 need to knock it out the park. And we know how Microsoft roll. This might be the last one.
But you know what? Easy. Are you not being I think we're being a little unfair when we say stuff like that. And this is the reason why. The Surface Duo 2 is in its second iteration. Mm-hmm. And it's being compared to devices that are in their 6th and 7th generation. So it's like, number one, it's a device in its own, because right now there's nothing else on the market like it. Not even the
you can't compare it to a Fold. No.
Okay. It's doing its own thing. Personally, I think it's doing its own thing well. Did they come out at the wrong price point? Yes. Right? Had they gotten, it's like the Pixel before last. Had they come out at the right price point, people would have forgave it. It's correct. Key that they come out and hit the right price points. They didn't. This device is a lot for what you're getting. Mm-hmm. If you think about it. Processor.
I agree with you. It is a fantastic device. I agree. This is the Surface. I love my Surface Duo because I'm a patient man and I know that I can deal with the issues with it. And I would love the Surface Duo, but I can't invest in Microsoft at that price point.
Yeah, like I said, the only thing I'm waiting on, the only reason I didn't pre-order is just because I wanted to make sure that I can use it in certain ways. But I think it's gonna be better. Obviously, I think it's probably priced a little too high in the current market against its competitors. I think it's gonna be small.
The previous one.
Yeah,
I'm wondering, because the design of it, I think, might be a little expensive, because that's a very, very
that phone is engineered so well. It's ridiculous.
And that's what
it's ridiculous.
It's easy to put together a bulky device and just say it folds, but the fact that device is that thin
and is that durable,
overheat. Mm-hmm. Someone has to explain to me how this device doesn't overheat with that form factor.
I think, like I said, I really believe they're gonna. I think if Microsoft is smart, they're gonna look at what OnePlus 9 did and the OnePlus 9 Pro did to throttle in the right way. I think they're gonna be good. Yeah, but I know what you're saying, easy.
LB, I'm about to come out and talk about it. The 888 processor, if they overclock it and they do what they did with Broomhill does, and not put no thermal paste on it and all that stuff like that, you will have an extremely hot device.
And that's what I'm saying. So if they come out with this device and it doesn't overheat, you got the form factor of it. Hey, I think it's going to be a solid device for what it is. We got to start looking at these devices for what it is.
Correct.
Yeah.
And not what it's not.
I'm with you, but at a $600 price point for me, I'm cool with it.
There's 600. I'm cool. I don't know about 600. Like I can see if you even came like 900, 1,000, but $600.
Look,
I mean, if
paid
you're going $1,200
for
if you're going to be fair,
yes.
If you're going to be 100% easy, but if you're going to be 100% fair, that device is worth $1,100-1,200.
I agree. Yeah. I agree with you, man.
It is. It is.
I just look at. I love the form factor. I love the capability of the device. I can use this device as a. I can use it as a daily driver. Here's some of the issues I got with this Microsoft, right? Microsoft want to have this device as a productivity as your main device. This is the device is going to be your workhorse, your enterprise device. This is going to be everything for you. Here's the problem. I talk about this in the video. They don't have a desktop mode.
True, they don't.
They don't have a desktop.
But I know what you're saying, easy. But they're looking at it from this way. They got pen support. This is how they're looking at it. The business person can use that device when they're out in the field. They go do all their work. They can still connect to all their enterprise stuff, all their Microsoft stuff. And then when they get back to their desk, they put the Duo down and get on their PC or their Surface. You see what I'm saying?
Are you saying they created an ecosystem?
Yes, they created an ecosystem. That's what they're doing. I mean, not everybody like Dex is the Dex. I know Dex is the thing, but it's the same. It's the same thing. Easy. You prefer Dex.
It has to be better in a lot of different aspects.
Let me chime in real quick. If I had to choose between the Z Fold 3 and the Surface Duo 2, and they were the same price, I would pick the Surface Duo 2. I think it innovates way more than the Z Fold 3. You can actually use two full-size devices. The only bad part about the Surface Duo 2 is that the camera bump is way too big. I won't be able to close it all the way. I think Barry said that earlier too. That's a concern of mine.
That's just a concern. Yeah.
I didn't reach out right away.
Cracking a device may be a concern too. Right?
I like the Z Fold 3 when I had it, and I still like the Surface Duo better than the Z Fold lineup because of that. I can actually flip it all the way around, and you can't do that on the Fold at all.
No.
You're stuck with whatever orientation you got. And I think the hardware on the Surface Duo is much better.
Oh my god, that hardware is
dope. To the Surface Duo 2 because they messed it up by putting that big camera up on the back to me. But I would still take it over the Z Fold 3 if they were both $12.99.
Yeah,
I would.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Microsoft again have to knock it out the park. I think that
they're gonna have to.
They're gonna have to knock it out the park. I'm with you, LB. I'm with you on this.
Pen extra.
Pen is extra.
The case, they don't even come with a case this time. Everything is separate.
Are y'all getting this too, Eric? Y'all getting this bonus for $800 for the shorts?
Yeah, you know what? I didn't touch it because I seen that, and first thing come to my mind is I left it alone. Yes, I got the same. When I opened up my
shorts. My bad to jump in like that.
You good? It's a process.
I got a notification on bonuses on shorts, but I don't have shorts.
I only do like 5 of them, I think.
But it came out on the YouTube Studio app. The YouTube Studio app popped it up.
Yeah,
you like that? You like that too?
You heard me.
And I immediately I cut it off. And the reason why is because I look at it that hold on, I'll be thinking about hacks. And I be thinking about hacks and all that stuff like that. So I immediately turned it off because I have this thing that nothing for free.
So Eric, you really not gonna get like what if the MacBook Pro? I mean, I know you got the MacBook. You got the MacBook M1.
I got a MacBook Pro. Right? Yeah, I got a MacBook Pro. I don't have the M1. I have the Mac Mini M1.
Got you. So we both got. I'm getting rid of my Mac Mini and getting the new Mac Mini whenever it drops. But the MacBook Air, I can't let that go. But I'm for sure going to get the new MacBook Mini, the new Mac Mini when it drops.
Yeah, I'm getting the Mac Mini. Yeah.
I'm totally excited
so
about
the Mac Mini, the only thing that I was saying, like, okay, so the Mac Mini come out with the M1, they're gonna probably have a upper echelon one with maybe 32 gigs of RAM or something like that. I mean, I'm the Mac Mini I got right now is great. It runs good. So I would think that the new Mac Mini would run great, but I'm not spending. I ain't spending $2,000 on a Mac Mini.
No.
I think 1,200, 11, 1,200, 1,300 probably going to be
$1,200 if I can.
$1,200. That's my budget on a Mac Mini. Now the Mac Pro, which I don't even use.
Don't we all use a Mac Mini, by the way? Don't we all have a Mac Mini?
I don't.
I'm using Mac Mini. Yeah.
I thought Mike had one. No, Mike, you got a MacBook Pro or Air? Which one? You got the Air?
Pro.
Oh, I thought Mike was going to say yes. He was like, I got them all.
Shit.
That's how you do it, big baller shot caller.
I'm ready for it, though.
Yeah, I'm ready for it.
Next week's going to be a good week.
Oh, yeah.
So I got a question for everybody on the panel. Is tech boring?
Yeah. No,
no,
boring.
It's never been boring.
I would use the word redundant. It's become redundant for me. It has.
Oh man, I'm so excited.
Predominantly, I do phones, and that's why when I get something different, I'm excited about it. Like I get to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But the phones, it gets a little redundant for me.
So we're right at the top of the hour, and we're gonna talk about the streaming tomorrow, Mike and Ike tomorrow, right?
Yes, Mike and Ike. Then best week ever after Mike and Ike.
Yes, sir.
TK Bay and Juan Bagnell.
Yes, sir.
And Friday is Savage doing his pregame show.
Oh yeah,
Savage is pre-gaming.
Savage is pregame, and
if you missed it last week, you need to catch those replays, people.
Yeah.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Savage can be there.
Who's streaming?
Who's streaming?
Can be there express.
Savage Scientist is streaming pregame show before
Mike and I. LaShawn,
yeah. Friday. And who's streaming Saturday?
Slang at night.
Slanging night. Slanging at night.
Slinging at night. And Sunday's football for me.
El Jefe, 6:05 p.m.
And Love of Tech as well. Love of Tech.
Oh yeah, that's right. Ben Lover of Tech.
He's on Sundays now.
Yep, he's on Sunday.
Was that his time or our time?
Sunday's
he does it at the same time. I always have to apologize because I'm like a monim for El Jefe. But it's like around the same time.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have a ritual 11 o'clock. I mean, I'm sitting at the couch.
It's hard for me on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, I got the beard. I got the beer open. I mean, I'm watching.
Oh yeah, I got it.
When is your members only stream? The 23rd, right?
Yes. Did you get the DMs, Jay? I sent you.
Let me check. Thank you, sir.
Make sure it won't be.
Yeah, we got those cheese heads on Sunday.
Y'all beat them in the ground.
I had to root for myself.
And then
Monday at noon Eastern time is Juan Bagnell.
Juan Bagnell.
And then 9:30 Eastern time, technically T. And if Lewis feels well, it'll be 7 p.m. for Tech Free Needs.
Three people streaming on Saturday or on Mondays.
And by the way,
Lewis, Tuesdays we got Jay Will, right? We got Jay Will.
Jay Will at 3 p.m. on Eastern time on Tuesday.
Right after Jay Will, then we got Gigi.
Gigi at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
You don't need cable.
You don't need cable. That's it. All you need is YouTube. So we're gonna have some fun.
You can't have YouTube if you don't trust Google now.
Hey.
No.
I watch you all through DuckDuckGo.
Hey.
So next week is going to be all released.
Next week is going to be fun. Next week.
Should call it Go Duck.
Next week going to be fun.
Gadget Duck.
No.
Your timelines are going to be
Go Gadget Privacy.
With Pixel, Max, and Samsung S21s, whatever Samsung release. You're gonna have Jaron Dunn go probably make a video of the
A74. Yep.
A74. I'm sure he got the A74 already.
I mean, what can Samsung really release next week that's going to be worth talking about more than 24 hours?
The S22 FE or 21.
Nada.
21 FE.
21.
21.
They gonna make it,
Well,
dog.
I don't know. They're gonna make it interesting. Well, here's the thing about Samsung. They're gonna drop the
Don't
briefcase.
say that
Of
too
course
quick
they're
now,
gonna take
Eric.
over. They're
Hey,
gonna drop
Mike,
the
Tech King Mike, you remember that dude with the big head that was on that?
Let me tell you something. The company that drops the briefcase is
I
going to
love
get
gaming.
the most coverage.
I don't even think they can
Hey,
drop
GG.
that much of a briefcase
This
for
is what it
next
look like.
week. Next week
I
you're
love
gonna hear
Samsung.
Apple and Google.
I love gaming.
Yeah.
The
Apple,
Samsung Galaxy Book Odyssey is the best computer ever. I am excited for the Galaxy.
I'm excited for next week.
Hey,
I love gaming.
I am excited for the Galaxy Book Pro 5G.
Hey, that
360.
Odyssey 9, that monitor. Oh my God. I just don't want to drop $1,200 on it. That's all. Did y'all see that 43-inch monitor?
I sure did, Eric.
$1,400, man.
I love that 43-inch monitor from Samsung.
Oh my God. But I don't want to drop $1,200, $1,300.
V12 is coming.
But Eric, you don't have to drop
Did you-
2,100. You don't have to drop
No,
that
it's
much money.
$1,200.
You can do a 21-day trial, Eric.
21.
A 1 day trial?
No, that's
21.
That's,
He can do a 21-day trial. No, he can do a 21-day trial through a firm.
That's the bait. That's the bait because they know you're not going to return it. That's the bait. Because once you connect that monitor, you're not returning that monitor, man.
Right.
Yeah. Now, if you want to know how to work Samsung, I can.
Oh.
I can truly tell you everything you need to know about working Samsung. I
Put
get all
a one in the chat if you want Latrell to teach you how to work Samsung.
Put a one in the chat. As soon as I clock out from my shift at Coles, I'll tell you everything you need to know.
Hey, I'm eating Covis again today, Latrell.
I appreciate
What was
you.
you going to say, LB?
I'm trying. What's happening? What's happening up in the Huawei Street? Anything?
They supposed to be dropping it. Well, they dropped the
The Honor
Honor
50,
phone. Yeah, with Google services. Ben's Gadget
Honor isn't
reviews.
owned by them anymore.
No, they're not owned by
No, I know what I was saying. I was about to say Ben's Gadgets reviews. He made sure to put that in big letters, like with Google.
Yeah, but it's not Huawei. They don't own it anymore.
Well,
we don't want
we're right at the top of the hour. I want to say
Top of the
thank you guys for coming. to the
Thanks,
show.
everyone.
Thank you, Jay Will, for
sir.
coming as a guest. I really appreciate that. This was an interesting debate. And man, we talk about a lot tonight. Shout out to the replay crew. And y'all know we do this every Wednesday. And we have a nice debate. We don't, you know what? We don't pull no punches. That's the whole thing. When the new people come in here and they all get shocked. Oh my God, what are these guys talking about? You know, we don't kiss butt, man. We call
Collect
it
your
how
data.
we see it. And we go from there. So shout out to the replay crew, and we gonna see y'all next week. I got an outro. There you go, right there.
That's how I got that heat. Let's go.